Naruto and woman does not mix together really well. Like, I don't know what it is, but Naruto Uzumaki, and for some reason, when it comes with woman, they don't treat woman right. Like, for some reason, Sakura, right? Sakura was supposed to be this amazing, kunoichi that can rival Naruto. And then after that, she wasn't even there. And it felt so bad. It was like, oh my god, are you serious? And the same thing with Sarada. Now Sarada, she has a weakness so bad to the point where she can't really get up. She's gonna need help, right? Now, the thing is, there are times where, it's a good idea to make characters, like, weak for a certain reason. Whether, it doesn't matter what gender they are, right? It just matters, like, for a specific arc or something like that, right? If they're weak, this should be good. But the problem with Naruto is Naruto does not do that. Naruto does not handle it well. For some reason, what they do is they'll make, again, a woman really strong in the beginning, or at least act really tough in the beginning, and then eventually it just ends off being the guy who kind of saves, I guess, the role, which feels a little weird actually making this video, because I like literally looking at, Sakura. She had amazing potential in the start, and then after that, all of a sudden, it's like, you just dumped in the trash, you know what I'm saying? And to be fair, yes, I can actually agree that Sakura, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what I was talking about, but I literally had to go somewhere. But anyways, Sakura, for some unknown reason, they always put her in the most trashiest area, right? And I get it. And this is, I think, where I left off. I get it, right? People, these people are like gods, right? Naruto is literally a reincarnate of God, meaning, Sakura technically is one of the most strongest, powerful character in the entire Naruto universe. Despite all that, it doesn't matter because you can't rival a god, right? And, you're looking at these types of characters, okay? You're looking at these amazing types of characters, and at the end of the day, it's always, the man that's, like, rivaling, right? And I'm not here, like, here's the thing. I'm not really, like, I'm not in feminism or in all of that stuff, and I'm not in, like, either political stuff, right? I'm not gonna lie, because for me, I just, I just don't pay attention with these types of stuff. But I'll say this, though, when it comes with Naruto, like, it's always the woman that's always in the bottom of the guys. And even, like, people like Ino, right? I get Ino and Shikamaru and even Choji are not supposed to be the strongest people in Naruto, but yet they rival Ino. And for some unknown reason, Ino is left in the dust. She has a mind transfer jutsu that, in my opinion, can rival all two of them, because it literally not only attacks the mind, but you have nothing to prevent it, unless you're Sakura, who has two spirits. And even then, they don't have two spirits. Not only that, Ino is actually one of my favorite characters because, in my opinion, she can probably do an amazing type of genjutsu when it comes with this, mind transfer. We've never really seen anything like that, but if you had to put two and two together, she could probably, cook something up with genjutsu when it comes with mind transfer and, like, even, like, mind corruption and all that type of stuff. And even then, you know what I'm saying? All of these women ends up being in the bottom of the list and not being used at all. They always, like, be used in the backup, and now we have Sarada, okay? I think also another reason why I wanted to make this video is because of Sarada, okay? And I don't want, Sarada to kind of fail like Sakura, even though Sakura really didn't fail. It's just Naruto becoming literal gods, okay? So here's the thing. Sarada, in my opinion, is one of the most strongest characters out there, and actually probably can rival Sasuke right now, like prime Sasuke, because, it's just one power that she has. I guarantee she can prime Sasuke, right? Like that, right? But even then, she has a weakness that needs to be solved fast because Boruto and Kawaki doesn't have a single weakness. And for some reason, Naruto likes to put the weakness on the women a lot more than on the men. Again, Sakura's weakness is not close or long range. Most of the time she's, close range or medics. But even then, you can't really shame her because, she doesn't have these fancy stuff, even though she worked really hard for that. But even then, Sarada is still a powerful god, and she has a weakness both shinobis do not have. I know I'm talking about them in Boruto and Kawaki. Boruto and Kawaki don't have weakness. And the only reason why Kawaki literally got defeated, you can say otherwise, literally because Boruto is stronger than him. And even then, Sarada could probably cook him within seconds. Guarantee it. Boom! seconds. And yet alone, Sarada has a weakness, and honestly, I know I haven't mentioned it, but that weakness is, her eyes going blind, okay? Now, here's the thing about Sarada, okay? I get it, right? Mangyu Kill Sharingan has a lot of effects and all these types of stuff. But also you gotta understand, why do you have this weakness when you are quite literally the reincarnate of gods? I mean, Boruto doesn't even have a single weakness. Kawaki barely has a single, he's just freaking lazy, right? He can just do whatever the hell he wants, right? Kawaki, literally. Boruto doesn't have a weakness. And most of the time he's just sitting there training, and that's how he's getting stronger. But for some unknown reason, Sarada cooks up a weakness, and it's blindness. And that actually nerfs the character so much, whether you like it or not. Even if someday she's going to fix her blindness, which she will, and I guarantee it 100% it's going to be with some technology, no power or nothing, it will be technology. But even then, right? It's still going to nerf Sarada so much, because despite all that, technology doesn't make yourself go prime. I mean, you can go further than prime, but even then, when it comes with these gods, you need power. And I guarantee that Sarada later on in the future, she's going to be left behind like Sakura, and it's just going to be a mess, and people's going to call her trash, right? I mean, look at people now, right? People calling her trash because she wears glasses, and you kind of feel bad for these characters, and they're wondering, what are these, writers coming up with, right? I get glasses, actually, don't get me wrong, but don't leave, these people who have potential behind. For, again, Ino, also, what was her name? That wind style girl, I forgot her name. Tamari, okay? Tamari has amazing potential. She had such a crazy potential, in my opinion. I would have probably put her with Ino. Ino Chikacho, right? Maybe do a collab with them or something like that, once in a while, which they did, but even then, it was rarely, there, right? But even then, Tamari, she has power unlike no other, ninja, right? She can destroy forests like that. She was the one who pushed Madara away. It's not small feat. I know for people it's gonna be oh, he brushed it off. No, that's not small. Literally, quite literally, pushed him off. And somehow, some way, her brothers ended up being the top of the list. How? I do not know. And mind you, I get Gaara, but her other brother, the puppet guy, I forgot his name, he's weak. Why did he go further than Tamari, in my opinion, right? And even then, Tamari, you're just looking at it, and it just feels bad, right? It just feels bad writing. When it comes with women, it feels terrible, and it feels like you're just putting them in the bottom, not because that they're women, but I think it's just because, I don't think the writers know what they're doing with them, in my opinion. Another character is Tenten. I also, before I do end this video, or even mention Tenten, I just want to say, I do think that men, when you write power with men, it's a lot easier, because men, for some reason, all through history, always have power and stuff like that. So it's a lot easier for men. So maybe that's why women, it's not as easy. But even then, I feel like they should do something. They're writers. They should cook something up. But one of my favorite characters is Tenten. And you're going to be like, bro, she doesn't even appear at all. But the thing is, she also had crazy potential. She could not miss a single shot. Hell, in the fillers, she would literally just throw one freaking kunai or whatever and make 10 shots with one kunai. And even then, she never missed, right? And then she rivals, she for some reason, she outgoes Neji, right? Neji outgoes her, okay? And for some unknown reason, Neji is the only power that he has is just a circle, while Tenten can throw thousands of arrows and not miss. In my opinion, I just feel like Tenten would win, because she can probably cook as much arrows as the Ten Tails and kill Neji. Seriously, right? But even then, I don't know. I just want to ramble about Naruto's writing and how bad it is, okay? Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go record the hour video for Minecraft. It is currently 5 in the morning or something like that. I am exhausted, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm energetic a little bit. I woke up feeling fine and feeling, let's go, yeah. But other than that, that's pretty much it. But let me know what you guys think about these authors. You guys think, not authors, but hey, these series. You guys think that, women should feel a more stronger character or not. Again, let me know what you guys think. Other than that, that's practically it. Just ramble today. I'm going to record the hour-long video. See you guys later. Bye, guys.